Love has 1,000 faces. Love has 1,000 faces, but I see you.
I got laid off, and that kind of led to downhill. And when I walked through here, I had a suitcase, and that was it.
My husband lost his job. He was working there 6 years, and they were doing layoffs, so he got laid off. And everything just started going kind of downhill from there.
I was married for a little over 18 years. My wife passed away, and it kind of sent me into a tailspin. And it brought me to Haven.
Been diagnosed with major depression a long time ago, and I ended up taking 2,700 milligrams of antidepressants, and I hung myself from a tree. Couldn't find a job, and I was living with my brother and stuff like that. I was frustrated, and all the stuff I put my brother through and his family with the suicide deal, we kind of had an argument, and so I ended up homeless.
It was just over and over, just getting paid, spending my whole check on crack. I lost my job, I lost both vehicles, I lost it all.
I had a great job working for IBM on railroad property. I was a wide area network administrator. I think I am one of those guys that liked my job so much it just got the best of me when I lost it. Well, I made a mistake, and I got involved in some drugs, and that problem just got worse and worse and worse. And before I knew it, I was homeless. That is the photo of what I looked like the day I got to Haven for Hope. I was miserable. That is the face of homelessness. That is the face of addiction.
Circumstances beyond my control have led to this. So I lost my house, my car, and that's what brought me here. My parents are gone, so when this stuff happened, I mean, most people, if they're down on their luck, they get to stay with their parents or family, and we didn't have that option. I was really contemplating ending my life. Well, you would think that you could never end up, that you've got enough resources, that you have built up enough of a safety cushion, financially, family-wise, support-wise, that you would never end up in a situation like this. But you never know. It can happen to anyone. And it did to me.
You know, I turned 30 November 3rd last year. So this is the first time in 15 years that I've been able to live a life of sobriety. Recovery is my main goal every day, is to make sure that I have a great and happy, successful, productive day. And it's all circled and stems around my recovery.
There's no cloudy days anymore for me in my mind. You know, when I wake up happy, I wake up joyous, and I'm free. I'm not bound by drugs and alcohol and all the other things, the anger and all these other things that I had when I came inside.
There's a program called the In-House Recovery Program, which is a wonderful 90-day in-house treatment program, which got me a lot of exposure to the different concepts of recovery from addiction. And I want everybody to know that in July of 2013, I will have been abstinent from narcotics for 3 years.
Drinking for over 30 years and using drugs for over 20, and I've been to 20 treatment centers, you know. This place has everything that you need, and I've never seen anything like this before. Everything you need to get clean is right here.
They got me in with a dentist. They got me in to get vision help.
Got high blood pressure, diabetes, and medication for this knee for pain. This tooth right here was cracked and had a hole. They done it yesterday. And the good Lord and them doctors, the dentists, Gave me this Kodak smile again.
Referred me to a specialist here in San Antonio that got me hooked up with about $50,000 worth of medical care to treat my hepatitis C. And I gotta point out that at this point, hepatitis C is no longer detectable in my system. So I am free of hepatitis because of Haven for Hope.
The Wellness Dorm is a mental health dorm for men right now. It's a unit that's designed for management, teaching guys how to manage their mental illnesses, as well as manage their medications, everyday life. Just brings them back, gets them solid back on the ground again. I can't even describe it in words how much the wellness program has done for me. It's got me a stable mind. It's got me a stable mind, which has made me a stable person, period.
Haven for Hope is my college campus, I like to call it, because it was my new beginning. And I take it very seriously when I come here. It's just like one big family. We all grow together.
They help you find jobs, they help you go to school, they help you, you name it, the sky's the limit.
My goal was to get my GED, and I worked day and night at it. Got it. We got it. That was hard.
I met with my case manager, and she told me, it's like, you qualify for the Pell Grant. I didn't, I thought about school, but I didn't know about affording it. I just thought I was a dumb kid, that I'd never be able to do it. And I've been making A's here just because I had that encouragement. It's like, I think I could do it. I should be graduated, hopefully, by spring of next year.
I'm trying to get into an LVN at SAC, San Antonio College, and I just finished the class yesterday. I got a certificate to be an office assistant.
And what I'm working towards is finishing my undergraduate nursing degree, my BSN, get my RN. I want to go back and get my graduate degree.
One day, a counselor approached me and said, you might well be good with working with this population of people because you understand a whole lot about it now. And I said, what, me? Working, helping homeless drug addicts? Really? What do you know? The next thing is there's a job opening there, and I apply and I get hired.
I got a good job now. I got things that I've never had. I'm paying bills, I like that. I hadn't done that in a long time, I checked my statements the other day, and it just blew my mind what I done saved up on, I don't know what to say. I'm really blessed, truly blessed.
And then I went through the culinary program with St. Vincent de Paul and the PCY side, and that was really good. I'm a cook one at the Hyatt, Grand Hyatt in downtown. I work in the pastry department. We make the pastries and desserts that they have in the restaurant downstairs. Like I make the ginger apple tarts, the bread pudding. It's all from scratch. Those are. So it's the really good stuff.
I work at Tower of the Americas. Haven helped me find my job, and I love working there. I mean, we're 750 feet high. We get some of the best guests.
I've worked all my life. I've never even collected one unemployment check in my whole life. I've always worked. And this is like 7 months. I was searching, crying, Lord help me, I went on the job training here. Finally, this job came. The reason why I love my job is because I can work and keep my recovery #1.
And here at Haven, I done went through all the programs and things of that nature to where I could start my own restaurant. I'm opening up a barbecue restaurant. And it's gonna be called the Anointed Rib Joint. And everybody's welcome.
And Haven has done more for me in a year and a half than the VA could ever do in 37 years.
I went in to the Army April of '78, and I now have, after 30-some years of not realizing that I had benefits, found out while I was here at Haven for Hope through my case manager, that I've got benefits and I can go to the VA, I can get taken care of whenever I need to.
And I patched things up with my parents as well. That was another goal.
And I'm just trying to do anything and everything it takes to make my kids have a better life. And, you know, my husband is too. It's just, God has been so good to us, and we're just trying to make sure our kids have a good life. Don't make the same mistakes we made.
During my time homeless and all those problems I had, I also became estranged from my family, and that hurt. I mean, there was a lot of shame and guilt, and I was scared to face up to them and tell them what I had done. I sent an email home to my dad and my mother to let them know where I was and what all I'd been doing, and I was scared, but you know, it turned out they were really glad to hear from me. And the next thing you know, my father drove to San Antonio to come see me when he found out, you know, where I was and what I was doing, and it was a fantastic reunion. And then the very next weekend, he brought my mother back down, and so I spent the day with both my mother and my father for the first time in a long time. Somehow, my experience at Haven for Hope has led to me having a better relationship with my immediate family than I've had all my life. And my dad gets his checkbook out and he sends contributions to Haven for Hope. And it's because my dad knows that there's somebody like his son there who needs help.
I live at Terraces at Haven for Hope. It's wonderful, brand spanking new apartments. I was so excited when I got accepted. And they helped me to also get food to fill my apartment until I was able to get food in my apartment, helped me to get all my dishes and everything. So I really didn't have to worry about anything at all. And they have a courtyard there for the adults to get together, and they also have a children's playground area where you can carry your kids to in a safe environment and they can play. And I just love it to death.
Oh, I love it. We have a 3-bedroom, and my daughter's really excited. She has her own room. It's brand new. Nobody's ever lived there. It's the best thing I've ever experienced. Like, we, you know, first people to touch everything. It's unreal, and I'm just glad it's ours. We moved in. We were kind of broke from like moving in and getting furniture and everything, and we were approached by our caseworker, and she told us to fill out, it was from New Star Energy, and she told us to fill out the form, you know, for Christmas gifts. And we were thinking like, you know, get a few gifts. At least they'll have something under the tree to open. It was beautiful. Like, my kids got like maybe like 5 or 6 gifts a piece, and I have 4 kids. My baby got a high chair and a bed. And my daughter got a bike, and the boys, they got big wheels, and they just got a lot of toys. And our living room was full of toys, and it just made me so happy.
I lived in tents in the woods and under bridges, shelters. This is where I live now, and I'm really proud of this. It's nice to have, you know, a home to come to every day. I'm not going to be homeless again. I call this home sweet home.
I can't say enough about Haven and how grateful I am just to Haven and for all the things that they've done, you know, all the doors that have been opened up for me.
If you're here, it's bound to get better, put it that way, because they're very good here about how they take care of you, what they do for you.
This is something I would never change in my life. This has been a blessing.
I wake up now thanking God that I'm healthy. I'm surrounded by wonderful people every day when I get up. I'm very grateful for this today and the opportunity to be given this second chance.
Basically, this place has given me a lot of hope. Real hope, not false hope, real hope. A lot of love and support, which is so critical. And a future.
It's hard. It's hard, but I refuse to give up. I refuse to give in, and I just refuse to quit.
We're not going to go back to that. You know, we're going to move forward with our lives from Haven for Hope. I'm not ashamed to show people like, hey, we lived at Haven for Hope. They helped us, and look what we have now.
They helped me realize that that it can get better and that life is good.
It's all about this place, the Haven for Hope. Made it, opened up some doors for me. It was up to me. I had to go for it. So that's what I did.
This place has a special place in my heart, you know. It saved my life. There's no doubt in my mind. This place saved my life.
I'm a Haven for Hope graduate and I feel fantastic. I am happy, I'm healthy, I'm working full time. I have a home of my own now, but you know what? The best is yet to come.
Love has 1,000 faces.
I am the face of hope.
I am the face of hope.
I am the face of hope.
We are the faces of hope.
I am the face of hope.
I am the face of hope.
And I am the face of hope.